Here we go. This is going to be something completely new for both of us. Live reverse consulting on the spot. So my main call to action in the majority of my blogs now is to follow me on LinkedIn. And I have seen an uptick in people. It's not big because we only get about 700 visitors per month, but I did see a change in Shield app, so that is working. So my goal with LinkedIn right now is either this happened on LinkedIn, and I'm so like this mindful conversation and relationship and everything. So I want more of this to happen on LinkedIn through those conversations. And I also want to nurture people that find me on Google, but then they follow me. So then they stay there and they keep getting the message, so that at some point, this might be another avenue for lead generation.
So what I'm hearing is that you want people who are following you to see your posts, engage with your posts so that more people like them will see your posts. And I also heard earlier that your connections, the people you're connecting with right now, or your old connections, are people from college, people from jobs and things like that, not necessarily your target audience. So what percentage of your current connections would you say are in your target audience?
Ooh, small. Between connections and followers, I have almost 3,500, and I would say maybe 500 are.
Okay. So a little better than 10%, maybe 20%-ish.
I would put it at 10%. I would, let's
10%?
say 10%, 350.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the important thing to understand about LinkedIn is that regardless of the fact that LinkedIn is trying to encourage followers, your first degree connections are the ones who are most likely to see your content. And you can tell that by watching who's commenting and who's engaging with your content. It's mostly first degree. And so where LinkedIn seems to be discouraging connections and encouraging followers, the algorithm doesn't agree with the company around that. So the first thing that I would look at is you have what's called, I'm going to share my screen now. You have what's called creator mode turned on. LinkedIn is really pushing creator mode, and you get more functionality and access to things with creator mode turned on that you don't get when you don't have creator mode turned on, when you're in the regular mode. The problem with creator mode is that, so we are connected. So I have a message button here, but if I wasn't connected to you, this button would say follow instead of connect. Well, you can't direct message a follower. And while the fact that they followed you and maybe they can ring your bell to get notified about your posts, the fact is, I'm not getting posts that I've followed someone showing up in my feed. Because if you look at the feed, it's a small amount of posts here. Like, okay, we've got my partner Phil talking about an article that I just published, and then we've got an ad. And now that's a person that I engage with a lot. Notice he's first degree. Someone I engage with a lot, he's first degree. Someone I engage with a lot and also follow, but he's first degree. Let's see, how far do I have to go down to find a second degree post? That's an ad. So I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. There's my first second degree post. And it's because someone in my first degree commented on it. Keep scrolling. Okay, we've seen one, there's one more, and it's because a first degree connection engaged with it. This is that guy I was talking about that publishes these great stats on LinkedIn. I highly recommend that you follow him. He's got too many connections for you to actually be a first degree with him, I think. He may not. If he has fewer than 30,000 followers, you can send him a connection request. Okay. Anyway, so you can see that in my feed, it's almost all first degree. That's so funny.
Yeah, I just saw that post today too. Yeah.
So, you know, that I think is really, really important. Do not connect with people, no matter what LinkedIn is telling you. The other thing is that because you're in creator mode, there's a lot of people that don't know that they can come down here and add the connection using the 3 dots or the more button to get a connection. So people who are listening to this on just audio, when you have creator mode turned on, your connect button turns into a follow button, and there's either a more button on the desktop or 3 dots on the mobile device where you can click that and scroll down and find the connect button, or on mobile, you should pick personalize the connection. And I'll go into that in a minute. But I would recommend, if you're not trying to use LinkedIn's features around LinkedIn audio or LinkedIn events, or you're not doing a newsletter on LinkedIn, I would turn off creator mode for now until you build up to about 100,000, 10,000 connections, then turn creator mode back on. There's pros and cons to it, but the con is that people are not seeing your content as much if they're just a follower. So that's number one. Number two is